Hi there. I'm recording a little video. About a year ago, I did a video like this, where I kind of just yapped about a thing Blizzard did. Before it was, you know, the Juno spacecraft and Dorado thing. Which I found really cool, because, you know, there was some lore stuff that happened there. And this time around, I think it could be best described as, being flashbanged in the morning with some good, high-quality autism. I'm still kind of in shock. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm still kind of overwhelmed with what I saw. You know, the whole Spotlight thing. Vendetta's coming to Stadium! Whoa! You know, it's like, who gives a shit? They still haven't given Bastion a mythic, but I think that's the least of my worries at this point. Yeah, the first thing they showed off the first thing I saw in the Spotlight, you know, 5 new heroes, what the fuck. One of them is a cat. I haven't seen what all the heroes do. I've only really seen what one of them does. The other 4 I don't really think I care about that much. The only one I really care about is Jetpack Cat, because, you know, Dive Bastion is now a thing. Dive Bastion is now, like, unironically viable. You know, whenever I get teammates, you know, the kind of teammates that actually give a shit about team composition, really doesn't, but whatever. You know, they'll tell me, you know, we should go dive. And, you know, now I can unironically say, can I get a Jetpack Cat? We can go Dive Bastion. Like, that's so funny to me. It's stupid. It's the dumbest shit. It's the dumbest hero they've ever added to this game in years. And of course, it's like, you know, it's also not human. It's a non-human thing, so, you know, Ethereans can go off. But also, like, you know, we've been getting fucking babyface heroes for, like, the past few years. And now we're finally getting a hero that is, you know, just a cat. And that's fucking awesome. Plus, I think it's a hero that they've been teasing since Honor's release. That's a flashback, you know. What the fuck? Or thanks, Blizzard. But, like, 5 heroes in one update. I'm pretty sure that is unironically unheard of in Overwatch. I don't remember a time in Overwatch history where they've released more than 1 hero at the same time. At the very least, I haven't experienced it. And I'm gonna be real, I'm low-key terrified. Like the idea of releasing 2 heroes at the same time is already terrifying to me. 5 heroes all at the same time. And I can guarantee at least one of them is going to be one that I play. Jetpack Cat, obviously. Well, yeah. Also, that's another thing. The first thing I learned about was, you know, 5 new heroes. The second thing, the Overwatch cinematic. Obviously. They started the full Spotlight with that. I've seen people complaining about Doomfist dying. He didn't die. There's no way that's real. But, you know, like, they're bringing back the OG Overwatch cinematics and promising, you know, story. Which, I'm gonna be real, story kind of felt secondary to me. The main reason why I play Overwatch is for Overwatch. I like playing the game. I like playing Bastion. I like hitting crazy nade shots. I like hitting crazy headshots. You know. I love blowing people up with Junkrat. The story was always secondary to me. And I'm pretty sure it's always going to be secondary to me. But that doesn't mean I'm not really excited about it. I think it's about time that they started bringing back the story elements. You know, my last, like, actual serious Overwatch rant was about the Geno thing. I definitely am here for the, especially like the, oh my god, like here's a perfect example of my autism like taking over the conversation. The Watchpoint Gibraltar, the fact that that is definitely going to be a change. They're going to change the map of Watchpoint Gibraltar and have it be built around the story. Oh my god, like, what the fuck? That's awesome. And I'm so happy that they're doing that. That is the kind, that right there, that is the kind of story that I like. I'm not really here for the cinematics, it's not really my thing, but like, putting the world building and the story building in, like, the game, like, environmentally, I am so excited for that. I can't wait to see what Watchpoint Gibraltar looks like, because it's going to be a shit show. And, like, what about other maps that are also Overwatch related? Could you imagine if they change the practice range? They're not going to do that, but, like, imagine. And I'm really looking forward to what they do to all the maps, because that was unironically one of my favorite things in Overwatch 1, and it's the thing that the Juno video talked about. It's like, I loved it when they changed Numbani and made, you know, the Doomfist punch on the wall and everything. And now we're gonna get a Watchpoint Gibraltar that's crashed out, you know, burnt down. It might even affect, like, the actual gameplay, like, the look of things. Like, there will be routes in the map that weren't there before because of that. The whole Vendetta becomes, you know, Talon thing. Whatever. I'm not interested in that. The archives? They could bring back the archives. I'd fucking love to be able to replay those. You know? It was the OG PvE, and it was fun as fuck. I remember replaying, I think it was the first one. There was one on King's Row, where you had to, like, defend the payload and shit. I replayed that one so fucking much. It was so fun. Yeah, there's also, like, perks and stuff. Like, because of the sub-roll passives, you know, they're re-rolling some perks, so we're reworking some perks. And that has me excited and worried at, like, the same time. Like, I'm excited because, you know, the idea of changing the perks around just makes me excited, you know, we're changing shit around. But I'm worried because, like, Bastion's perks, two of Bastion's perks that I use regularly are, like, my favorite in the entire fucking game. You know, the reloading tactical grenade every time you change, and the fucking tank passive. The fucking, like, tank mode. Like, I am so excited about those two things. The only one I'd really want changed is fucking armored artillery, because it's fucking pointless. No one would ever pick that perk unironically. Unless they were doing, like, a very like, the only way to get value out of that perk is to depend that your enemies don't know you have that perk. It's pointless. It's a dumb perk. But, like, I'm worried they're gonna change the other 3 perks that I love about Bastion. Are they gonna change those? Fucking hope they don't. I love those. Like, even the self-repair that I find, like, annoying sometimes. It's like, that's a good perk. This is definitely a me thing. I don't think everyone has this issue. But on the topic of sub-rolls. Sub-rolls. I like that they're doing that. If there's one thing that I've kind of despised whenever I look at the hero select screen, it's the fact that it's so fucking cramped. There's 3 roles, and one of them is twice as big as the others. It looks like shit. I don't like it. Look, the like sub-roll screen. So with the sub-rolls, I'm like, it just looks cleaner. People might have to get used to it, but I think it's a good thing. It's just good. It's a good change. There's also just like a lot of little things from the Spotlight that I really like. Like, you know, bringing back commending your teammates at the end of the game. Okay, it's literally from Marvel Rivals, who gives a shit? But there's also like, you know, the praise. This thing. I'm low-key really excited for that, because I'm going to be using that a lot. I think it's about time that Overwatch had like a genuine good shake-up. You know, we've kind of been sending out like mini shake-ups. Like, oh, we have perks now. You know, it's like, it's a shake-up, but it's a small shake-up. I think the addition of like 5 extra heroes, we're adding several passives, we're changing perks around. I am excited for the next season. I'm still a bit overwhelmed just about what it is. And it's definitely going to be overwhelming when it happens. But I'm excited for it.